Hey guys, how's it going? I'll be there now. I've got two things. All right, here's one. And number two. Right, hi guys, welcome to the video, welcome to the channel. How's it going? I'm Trip Boomer. In this one, we are going to be looking at these office / gaming racing seat style desk chairs. They're really a budget version. There's many different names. I did find one that was pretty similar. It's called the Intimate WM Hot Gaming Chair, Ergonomic Office Chair, Swivel Racing Chair, High Back Desk Chair, Reclining Computer Chair, Executive PC Gaming Chair, Adjustable Task Chair, and Headrest, Armrest, Black. That's the kind of descriptions you find on these, but they would, I think this pair cost me about
$57.99
each or something, so they're not super expensive, but I want to see if they're worth their money, because, you know, these two chairs are basically the sort of price that most people would pay for one. So we're gonna have a look what's in the box, and then again, standard time lapse, and you'll be able to catch that on the stream. And yeah, and then I'll give you my thoughts, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to get these built, and then I'm going to stream for an hour or so, just gaming, whilst I try one out for an hour or so. Yeah, if it can handle my big bastard caboose for an hour or so, you know, they're going to be doing all right without me touching the wood underneath. Anyways. Should we have a look what's in the box? See what sort of like level of quality I'm dealing with here, because all I've done is pop this box open to see that it is what it is, you know, a chair. I've not actually had a look at it. So I'm going to do that with you guys. Are you ready? Shall we have a look? Let's go. We'll have a look at this one because it's already open. Right, these chairs, one is completely black. The other one is black and green. There's a reason. These chairs are, I've got them for a gift, but if they're decent, you know, if they're comfortable and they're pretty sturdy, if you're looking at buying, you know, like a gaming setup for your son or daughter or something, this might be a decent chair for like
$57.99.
I think it's just like one company makes them and then everyone just slaps their own label on it. Anyways, let's have a look. That's going to be the base seat, and it's all right. It's bigger than I expected it to be.
That's what she said.
Which is probably a good thing. I purposely aimed for seating that was going to have some sort of like, you know, somewhat breathable perforation. I don't know where it breathes to, but somewhat breathable perforation on the bottom. It feels all right. Like, ooh, you get a whole turtle inside this bit of turtle death. It can like completely surround it, attacking it from all angles. This has got to be the back of it. It's got something attached to it, so you get a gist of what the chair is going to look like. Again, this isn't for me. I prefer a sort of like ergonomic sort of style of chair, but for who they're for, it should be ideal. Fortunately, I don't think my kids watch this deep into my channel or at all, so they probably won't see this until they're getting on it. That's what I'm hoping on anyway. I've tried to hold back this video for as long as I can, and this is where we've got to. So yeah, that's the you get an idea of what it's going to look like. We'll see how this all operates afterwards, but you know, this is like fake leather, but don't you people prefer fake leather now? It's got a fairly cushiony headrest, you know, and this is probably going to be quite nice. It lifts the front of your legs up, and like I said, you want that perforation a little bit so you don't sweat too much on your back, hopefully. But you know, for what it is, it doesn't feel too bad. So I'll pop these down here, and we'll have a look what else is in the box, and then we'll have a look at the black one, and then I'll get to building them, and then we can talk about it afterwards. I'm just gonna have a look what these bits are, and then I'll have a look at the cushion. We'll have a look at the cushioning on the black one to see if it's like got that perforation or if it's just solid leather. Well, that'll be the mechanism to house everything. Nice bit of a lightweight turtle death. But yeah, that's your standard mechanisms. You got this thing that will stop it tilting backwards and forwards, but if you loosen it off, it's got freedom. You got this, it's going to operate the lift, and it's a pretty straightforward mounting back for these sort of things. I don't expect anything too fancy. There's the old feet, the legs, I suppose. Right, these arms have like a little padded cushion on them, which is quite nice. It's a nice little addition. They're kind of curvy. They might look quite nice when they're together. But yeah, this is alright, like. You know, it's a bit nicer than just the solid plastic, isn't it? Padded armrest. It's not bad. Again, these were like
$57.99.
So, the fact that I've got armrests at all is a bonus. The fact that they're padded is like a double bonus. I'm guessing that that's going to be all the parts and the lift. You know, the hydraulic ram. Yeah, there she is. The hydraulic-y rammy thing. The wheels. Got 5 of them bad boys. Yeah. Oh, that's nice. Like, it's not all turtle death for starters, so that's nice. Most of the packaging is actually cardboard. Yes, it's got a blister pack on the front, but it is cardboard. But it is a blister pack and everything's nicely separated. That's actually quite nice, because I genuinely expected to just find everything stuffed in a bag. You know, it's only a budget. Like I said, it's a budget seat. It's nothing fancy about it. Like, they are budget seats. But again,
$57.99.
It's shaping up okay. It's shaping up okay. There is basically nothing else in there, just the turtle death, some bits of cardboard that they've used instead of turtle death, and the destructions, assembly destructions. Right, so let me get this box out the way. We don't need you no more. Right, get these on here so we can have a look at the difference between the black and the green, and the colours will be the same as that green one, I can almost guarantee, just with whatever colour instead of green. Yeah! Feeling all manly. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. It's the same. So the black. So the black is the same. Perforated. It's got a little perforated patch. It's basically the same as the green one there. Just black. I just thought that was a good idea. I intended for it to be perforated. Just less sweaty, aren't you, if you're able to breathe through your arse. I mean, it means that you can, you know, the cushion is definitely there and ready to absorb all of your farts. And if you get up as you fart, then the next person that sits down will get that fart. Because of the perforatedness of these cushions, it'll work well. Right, should we get into throwing these together and seeing how they turn out? Yeah? Right, so guys, these chairs. This is a couple of days later. I wanted to give them a good run. I've streamed on these chairs, you know, I used both of them. I've streamed a couple of streams. Probably all in all about like 6-7 hours. I did have a 3-hour stream on one of them, and I will say this now, unfortunately I'm 6'2", and this headrest is in the back of my shoulders. Did not like that, I will say that now. And there is no back adjustment, so it's not like you can get it out of the way. The seat though, the base, I didn't feel the board underneath throughout any of that, and I'm quite a heavy guy, so that actually did quite well. So do I think they're worth it? I mean, it's all down to what you're after. If you're after like a genuinely good bargain gaming chair, there's probably better on the market, and if you see this chair, if you can get this chair for about
£57.99.
I think it's worth it all day long. Yes, I mean it probably looks pretty decent on cam, but you know you can tell it's stitched up to a budget. The pleather doesn't necessarily fit the foam padding underneath perfectly here and there, but again,
£57.99.
again, there is no rear adjustment here. You've just got the basic adjustments from the mech underneath, you know, the lift up and down, and then you've got the loosenable spring at the front, which allows you to swing back and forth or keep it up solid. So that's the only real adjustments. But the armchair, the arms are pretty comfortable. The padding's nice, and for what I'm going to be using these for, they're to go somewhere where they're not going to be used 100% of the time, and therefore they're for some people that are far smaller than me. If you want just like a cheap budget chair for about
£57.99.
that you can just throw into a bundle of stuff that you've already got for your son or daughter for Christmas or whatever, and you just need them something to sit on that's going to be somewhat comfortable for them, and they're, you know, like 5 foot or something, 5 foot or less, then they're going to be sweet on this, because this headrest is going to literally be their head. So you've got that sort of advantage there. Like, so for what I'm going to be using them for, I think they're going to be fine. They're going to be more than fine, and I think they're worth the sort of
£57.99
range. Now I see these chairs even on Amazon as well from other sellers. The exact same chair. They come in an array of colours. I've obviously gone with the lime green, and there's a black one here, but you can get them in red, you can get them in blue. I think I've seen them in pink, I've seen them in orange. I did try and find an orange one because that would have been perfect for what I wanted it for, but I just couldn't get my hands on one at the time. If they come in yellow, basically it'll just be this, but whatever colour. I would not, if it's £90, it's not worth £90. You can get a better chair for £90. You get something that's adjustable and stuff for £90. But for the
£57.99.
I can't give you sort of like how they're going to last over time, but I will say, under those 3 hours and stuff, like those streams, I didn't really get very sweaty. I didn't really get a very sweaty crack, so I think this sort of breathable stuff is kind of actually good that they've placed that in there. They probably had it all this stuff, and then were like, yeah, no, it turns into a freaking puddle. So they were like, right, we'll just put some mesh there, and it's probably cheaper anyway. But it actually works out as a bonus. So yeah, I'll put a link in the description down below. I think they're worth the
£57.99
price tag. I would not buy them for 90 quid. They're okay. Like I said, there's no real adjustment to them, just sort of swing and you can sit and you can go up and down with them, that's about it. And the armchair, like I said, the arms are pretty solid. The only other issue I had with them is because, you know, I'm a bit of a bigger guy and I like to man spread. The sides of these did kind of dig into my thighs here a little bit when I was gaming. So I had to sort of like just sort of narrow my gait whilst I was gaming, but that's about it really, like. So if you're looking for something just literally cheap for them to just sit on for now, for Christmas, just to throw into the whole bundle, say you've got a PC and everything else, like, and they just haven't got anything to sit on, it's just going to be a dining chair or something, this is going to be better than a dining chair. And you know, it's
£57.99.
So take it as you will. Like I said, I'll leave an Amazon link in the description down below, and if you want to take a look, you can take a look. This isn't affiliated or anything like that, like, don't be daft. I've got like 32 subscribers or something. I ain't getting sponsored. So yeah, like I said, I think they're worth the money.
£57.99.
Anything more than that, and I think you're probably better off. There's probably better options out there. But for what I want to use them for, you know, just they're perfect. And you know, the wheels swing freely. The mech works really well. It's not like like I said, I'm a heavy boy, and these are both at full height, and they've not dropped or anything when I sit on them. You know, you get your little compression sponge, but they don't drop in height if you get me over time. So yeah, I don't think they're a terrible buy.
$57.99.
I suppose, which is about $60, $65. I don't think they're a terrible buy at that price, but I think when you're pushing up towards that 90, 100, I think there's far better options on the market. So if you see them priced at that sort of price, I'd give them a swerve. But if you see them priced up at 50 odd quid, 1 second, I'll see what they're doing in Amazon at the minute. It might be a Black Friday deal.
Nope.
If you find them around that sort of price, I think they're well worth the money. Anything other than that, like I think you're probably better options out there, especially around the sort of like, you know, if you're pushing £100, $120, there's going to be so much more options out on the market, especially if you lean more sort of ergonomic rather than trying to lean on the gaming side of things, like. But you know, these chairs are for my kids. So that being said, let's wrap this up. Budget desk chairs worth
$57.99.
Yeah, they're worth
$57.99.
They are not worth 90 odd quid. So stay clear of any that you see like that. But if you see this
$57.99.
bargain, feel free to go check them out if you like them. But they're a very basic chair, but they're not uncomfortable for long periods of time, and they're not as unbreathable as some. So they have their pluses and they have their minuses. It's up to you really. Like, I'm just going to give you a little bit of insight. They're really easy to throw together, and yeah, they're not bad really. The arms, padded arms, really easy to throw together. They're just a solid chair, you know. But link in the description. I'm gonna wrap this one up and say thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.